Research shows that students who participate in athletic or activity programs achieve higher grade point averages, miss fewer days of school, and are more self-confident. Through wonderful organizations such as the IHSA, thousands of Illinois students represent their schools in athletic and activity programs each year. The problem had always been limited access for high-risk youth. Each year, thousands of these high-risk students who were excluded from the educational mainstream and placed into alternative settings were unable to participate in these life-enhancing experiences until 1976, when the Chicago Area Alternative Education League was born. Typically referred to as at-risk or high-risk, these kids may be aggressive or withdrawn, emotionally disturbed or learning disabled, behaviorally challenging or socially isolated, gang-involved, drug-dependent, depressed, or truant. Caael has continued to successfully serve this wide range of students with respects to age, disabilities, abilities, race, and culture. Initially consisting of 4 schools, over 3 decades later, Caael, a 501c3 nonprofit, has expanded to successfully provide a wide variety of highly motivating athletic and non-athletic programs to over 100,000 of the Chicagoland area's most at-risk boys and girls, ranging from ages 7 to 21. Our 50-plus partner schools located in 8 Illinois counties serve the highest risk youth from 79 public school districts, including Chicago's North Shore, the inner city, and several rural communities. There are over 1,100 Caael events and tournaments each year, including flag football, volleyball, soccer, softball, basketball, bowling, chess, art, spelling bees, and academic bowls.
2, 3, Caael! Good job, everybody.
They're handing out the ribbons, the sportsmanship ribbons to the other team. I think that empowers the kids.
Yeah, Mike!
But it wasn't even about winning.
Right.
Hopefully we get first place for sportsmanship. If not, we still tried.
Good team, sportsmanship-wise, and all around.
It's not always about winning. It's about having fun, too.
Everybody did good. The other teams did good playing us. We worked our hardest. They worked their hardest. It was a great experience playing.
Caael works in partnership with these alternative schools that are already educating students with limited abilities. Students must meet weekly attendance, academic, and behavioral criteria in order to participate in the highly desirable events, which are integrated directly into each school's curriculum and incentive system to become an essential component of the daily procedures and operations. Caael gives educators not only a strong motivator for working with at-risk youth, but also a powerful set of instructional tools for changing lives and helping to foster successful students and productive citizens who can reintegrate back into the mainstream. Because of all that is taught and learned as part of Caael participation, alternative programs have long recognized the value of allocating a portion of their school schedule for Caael activities. As one Comcast Sportsnet reporter recognized, Caael is a different kind of classroom. Because Caael programs are incorporated into already existing services, utilizing their own instructional staff, physical resources, and transportation systems, it is unbelievably cost-effective and impacts the education of thousands of youth annually at minimal per-student cost.
A lot of times people think of Caael as the sports league, and it's really larger than that. And it's incredible that we have an organization like this, Caael, that really can give some of these opportunities that would normally be lost. To normalize their high school experience, to give them the opportunities to know what it is to compete, to what hard work means, what gratification, self-esteem, how it feels both to win as well as how to lose gracefully. And I know how much we rely on Caael as a incentive, as a base of a lot of our behavior modification systems have to do with, are you on level? Can you participate in Caael? I know after Christmas break sometimes we have a rough patch, and we're always thankful the basketball season's coming because we have so many of our students that get their act together, pull it together, realize that they can succeed and thrive in their classrooms, with often the real goal was they just want to be able to participate in the basketball game. And after a season of basketball and getting up to the level that it takes, they realize that they're actually enjoying school, they're learning the curriculum that they need to learn, and that often holds itself through the year.
You know, when I found out I won, I was surprised, and you know, it was one of the most amazing feelings in my life. But to walk into a facility where, you know, everybody's wearing my shirt and representing what I drew, you know, they don't get any better than that. Caael's been a part of my life for about 7 years now. So, you know, at first, you know, my first year with Caael, it was definitely different than regular ed, you know, but once you settle in, you know, there's a lot more love in Caael than there is in regular ed. I mean, sportsmanship is the biggest thing I've noticed around here with any and every team almost. I mean, we all want to win, but if you're able to lose happily and just learn from it, you know, that's where the sportsmanship jumps in. So I don't get any better than that.
And next year's Caael t-shirt right here. Seal Ward, Lisa. Awesome. All right, thank you very much. Great job, we love it. Next year, that's a t-shirt.
Kids love it. It gives them something to strive for. It gives them a reason to come to school. It gives them a reason to feel good about themselves so they can succeed. It's just getting kids to get through school.
These are the students that have found themselves on the outside of society, on the outskirts of education, students that were lost in the system, students that were at low confidence levels.
A lot of times when they get taken out of their home schools, athletics is taken from them as well, so I think this is a great opportunity for them to still be involved in sports and something that can motivate them to stay positive academically as well. It's an opportunity for them to be out of school for a day. I know a lot of kids like getting out of school for different things. Well, this is like a filter for them. Like during the school day, they leave the school for the day, go to another school and participate in an athletic event.
This is the greatest opportunity we can present to our students.
It's one of the 4 or 5 top things that happens to our school during the year. It ranks right up there with prom, with graduation. It gives them a chance to get out of the city and come to the suburbs. A lot of them have never been out of the city.
I was expecting some things that I didn't get, and what I got was how memorable the kids were, how well the place was run when it came to the conduct of everybody.
They did help each other up, and the guys didn't, on a call, on a certain calls that we make, they didn't argue, they didn't fuss.
The more motivated and the more capable students working alongside the students who aren't so capable as far as the sports, and having them pair up and work together.
There weren't enough players on the other team, and so some of the players from Elena's team were supposed to go and play with the other team. And her coach asked if Elena stayed with her own team, and she said no. She wanted to go and play with the other team because they needed some players. To me, that's what this tournament is about. She cares as much about the other team and about their experience and giving them an opportunity to win as being on the team.
They bring everything to the table, grades, behavior, attendance, make sure that everything is going very well so that way not only do they succeed in Caael, but they succeed as well in the classroom. So the more that we do to help the students out, the more that they have fun, they enjoy themselves, they have a great experience on and off the court.
And this is something that is going to have a carryover value later in life.
Teaching them how to be safe, how to enjoy each other.
One of our best players, when it was time for him to take a seat on the bench, he let us know he didn't feel very good about that. He came right up to me at the halftime and he said, "Mr. Marty," he goes, "you would never make it as a high school coach. We could be up by 50 points right now. All you ever talk about is sportsmanship." So I said, "Young man, you're absolutely right. I am guilty as charged." That's the way it goes in Caael.
Kids that have come through this program end up being teachers, firefighters, nurses.
I've been around Caael or in Caael for 25 years. My first experience with Caael was with Marty Knuth, who was my gym teacher when I had a little bit of problems at my regular school and I got sent to forestry alternative school. Through that, I learned the sportsmanship of the game, which is what Caael is all about. Because honestly, before that, in any sports I was in, it was all about winning. I ended up going to school and coming back to work at Forest View. I think Caael was one of the most important things that happened in my life. It touched me, so I'm glad to be able to bring it to a lot of other people.
Give you a little history about myself. Once upon a time, I was in Caael, talking about kids that's dealing with severe behavior issues,
Once they come here to Caael, all that is just like they just transition to another student. I mean, the sportsmanship is just outstanding. It's kind of a high standard for them, but at the same time they do maintain it, and because Caael is that important to them.
One play this way, one play that way, and I think working on actual, our behavior and emotionally how we handle that is kind of key in this process, and just staying even keel and either winning or losing with class, and it's just a great thing to be a part of.
It's far better than what I've seen at any other venue that I've been doing games, and they go out of their way to help each other and work with each other and complement each other.
It's been an uplifting experience for me.
I didn't even see one team call timeout for the other team player that was injured.
Definitely keeps them motivated. It's one of their incentives that they love to utilize.
Well, Caael, it's a big, huge motivator for our kids.
Students get to come out here, show their sportsmanship, have a great time. It actually academically and socially meshes their appropriate behavior, the chance to get out here and show that they can be out here.
It gives the students an opportunity to look forward to something. We always make sure that the students' grades are up, and it kind of helps encourage them and motivates them to, do well in school.
This tournament's all about the spirit of giving. It's all about love. Lots of wows and hugs you see all over this tournament.
Caael is a proven, cost-effective, positive alternative that has stood the test of time. We do, however, have a huge dilemma. There are so many more at-risk kids who could benefit from Caael programs, yet we don't have the money or the staff to expand. Caal's powerful programs are funded solely through fees paid by our network of financially strapped public and private member schools. We continue to operate with only one paid staff member, the executive director, who operates with an annual budget of $120,000 and minimal use of technology. Furthermore, John Martin, Caal's founder, director, and sole employee for over 35 years, is turning 70. We need a viable transition and sustainability plan to ensure that these powerful programs can continue far into the future. Our current mission is to generate stable funding sources and create new partnerships so we can serve more at-risk youth and intensify the impact Caael has on the youth we serve. Please visit our website, caael.com, to see how you can help us in our mission.
I want to thank John Martin for his courage, his innovation, and he has helped change the lives of thousands of kids. He has helped to decrease violence, to turn students into happy, successful young people who can